Today, this is a little different video, no beer reviewing. This is how beer is made. This is literally just a 5-minute quick and dirty. Most of you know, and if that's the case, move on. Skip to some other beer reviews, some other good channel. Hopefully you watch my channel. But for those of you who don't, who've been sitting around the brewery, maybe looking through those windows and seeing the tanks and you're afraid to ask what's going on, you don't want to ask the brewer, which, by the way, I highly recommend. Always strike up a conversation with your brewer because they will tell you more about beer than they've forgotten more about this than I know. But for those of you who want to learn a little something, this is a quick primer. Hope you enjoy. Cheers. So we all wondered how beer is made, but have you ever thought about the process? What all goes on behind the door to make your beer? Well, this is going to be a quick and dirty, not fully comprehensive look at that process. So without further ado, let's make some beer. The first step in the process is mashing the grain. This is the process where the malt, watch my award-winning video to learn more about malt, linked above, is mixed with hot but not boiling water in a vessel called a mash tun. Yeah, tun, it's German. Just like everything in fine cooking is a French name, most brewing terms have a German name. They were the first to write it down. I didn't make the rules. Anyway, this mix of hot water and grain allows the enzymes in the malt to convert the starches inside those malt kernels into sugars, as well as adding color and flavor to the beer-colored sugar water now called wort. Yeah, wort. See above, German. Didn't make the rules. It's called wort. So now the wort is drained away from the spent grain and transferred to a giant kettle where it is boiled. It's boiled to make sure that the wort is sterile. It stops the enzyme action, concentrates the flavors, and extracts bitterness from the hops. The hops that the brewer is adding to the boiling wort can affect the flavor and bitterness of the beer, based on what type are added and when they are added to the boil. That's the magic of hops. And the brewer can use a lot of different tools to make that hop magic even more potent. After the beer is boiled for between an hour and 90 minutes, it's going to be cooled and transferred to another vessel. This cooling is super important since the faster it's cooled, the clearer your beer will be, as well as helping to prevent bad things happening when it's fermenting. The vessel that wort... Alright, slow down, killer. Remember, it's not beer yet. That the wort is transferred to is called a fermenter. Within this magical place, the yeast do their work. There's an old saying, brewers make wort, yeast makes beer. I think I have that on a t-shirt somewhere. Anyway, over the course of days to weeks, the yeast consume the sugars in the wort. They expel alcohol and CO2. They also do about 1,000 other things to the beer. They clean up after themselves, and any of the leftover things from the boil and fermentation process, and any of those things that can make off flavors and make your beer taste bad, they'll take care of all of that if you give them enough time. And after they've eaten all the sugars, they go to sleep and gently settle out of solution, where a conscientious brewer can harvest them for use again. Yeast are noble creatures, man, punching well above their weight class, despite only having one cell. Like seriously, what'd you do today? And now for the most unsexy part of brewing, packaging, where the brewers have an option to put the beer in a bright tank, maybe filter it. They can make it clearer that way. There's a little bit of debate on whether or not that's going to affect the flavor. The jury's still out. They can put the beer in kegs. They can put the beer in cans, maybe even casks. That's kind of cool. They can bottle condition the beer, where they can put it in a bottle, seal it with a little bit of yeast, and let the carbonation happen all naturally. Lots of different decisions that they can make. They can even barrel age the beer. A lot of the beers we've reviewed have been aged in barrels for up to a year to get some more barrel-y, flavory goodness put in there. Well, kids, we have beer, finally. It started out life as mash. It went through the journey to wort, got boiled, got hops, got yeast, got fermented, and now it's beer. So we're here. This is the process. I hope you learned a little something, and I hope you enjoy. Cheers. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you found that informative. If you got questions, comment them below. If I screwed something up, comment it below. And if you'd like to subscribe, please, that little guy floating around right down there, down the bottom, that little thing in the corner, please go feel free and click that, and we'll bring more beer reviews, commentary, whatever you want to see to you as soon as you can. Anyway, enjoy. Cheers.